Zianimida. Welcome to my baby household. Woo. Okay, so awesome. We are just gonna hop right into this video because I don't even know how much my camera is going to record because storage purposes. All right, so basically I'm gonna give you the quick little rundown. I feel as though I am psychic. Yes, that's probably why you clicked onto this video, because that's what it says. Now I know it sounds weird and whatnot, but I'm just going to describe my psychic abilities before I tell all of my stories. So basically my psychic abilities work in a way to where I feel certain things towards towards colors, people, or just situations, I guess you could say. For example, I will feel like my best friend is going to text me, or I'm like, man, I really want my best friend to text me, and then she'll text me within like the next few days, because in the psychic realm everything is jumbled, as you may have heard. So not everything is exactly as it seems, but that's how it works for me. So let's just skip right into it. I'm gonna start off with the really big one that happened to me a while back. I think it was 4/27, aka like I think it was April 27th of this year. I tweeted, "Hey Johnny, if you see this, can you like post a picture of you wearing blue, purple?" And then as a joke, I was like, "Ahaha, or orange." So literally like the day later or 2 days later, Jaehyun posted on his Instagram story a picture of him with a guy in a blue and purple sweater, and behind them was like this orange backdrop, I'm assuming is what it was. So I thought that was really weird how I asked Johnny to do it with those exact colors, because I just had a strong feeling for those colors, and I really only said Johnny because I just wanted him to do it, but who knew that Jaehyun would do it. Example 2. This one is also really like crazy, because if you're an in-citizen, you know that Yuta and Jungwoo don't really ever post or say anything. So this kind of like really pushed me towards the either NCT is following me or I'm psychic. So I tweeted that I was having really strong Do-young and Johnny vibes, which is true. I was having very strong Do-young and Johnny vibes, but I was also having vibes about Yuta and Jungwoo, and so I tweeted about it, because I learned to document whenever I have feelings about something, because it usually comes true. So anyway, and within like 2 days, Johnny and Do-young posted on Bubble like pictures of themselves, and I was like, yo, that's crazy. So I tweeted about that, and then literally like 30 minutes later, I found out that Jungwoo had a mempa on Twitter, and I was like, whoa, that's crazy. And Yuta went live with Jaehyun on V Live. Yuta barely ever goes live. Jungwoo barely ever talks in general. So that was insane. Now, if you've been following me on Instagram, on my Johnny account, and on TikTok, I actually posted majority of the things that have happened, all of the stories that I've told you and everything like that. I wrote some down, but like, so the little thing that happened to me literally this morning was for like the past 3 days, Do-young hasn't really said anything on Bubble, and I got really sad, but I found out the reason why I wasn't getting messages, and that's just because my membership had expired for Do-young personally, and I actually don't even think Do-young messaged within those 3 days, so it's not like it was anything different. But anyway, so basically I tweeted and I was like, I really miss Do-young. Like, he hasn't said anything, he's gone quiet. It's a little weird because Do-young usually messages like a few days in a row or every other day or whatever like that. So I was like, dang, Do-young, where you at, shawty? So I tweeted that one day, and then the next day, aka 12:30 this morning, basically, I was like, man, Do-young, I really miss Do-young. Like, where you at, homie? And then 7 hours later, Do-young tweets a picture of himself with glasses or whatever. And I'm like, I can't believe this isn't a coincidence. That specific tweet that happened this morning really got me thinking, like, am I psychic? But of course, I've always felt, when I was a child, I always felt like I was psychic to some extent. I have predicted many things. My friends on Facebook know. Just a weird, wild example. Okay, so the psychic world is very not as, everything is not what it seems. So, for example, whenever I tweeted, hey Johnny, can you wear this, the color, and Jaehyun actually wore those colors, that's basically what I was getting at. Like, it wasn't 100% clear in my head, but like I said, I only said Johnny just because I wanted Johnny to post. So, May 9th, I posted on Facebook about Betty White, because I was getting strong vibes. I just kept Betty White in my head. Betty White, Betty White, Betty White. The next day, it turns out a famous African-American female singer, Betty Wright, had died. So I went and I reshared my post where I said only Betty White, and I said, oh, I meant Betty Wright, because I don't know, like I said, it's weird, and I know it sounds crazy, but if you watch my TikTok videos that I've made about it, I can't specifically show the proof here, because Bubble has just now been like, hey, don't share the content that you get on this app. So it may or may not be on TikTok. It may or may not be on my Twitter account. So yes. Also, last weird thing, I never post my voice on my Johnny fan page. I never really post myself in my story, speaking nonetheless. So I was doing this filter where it's like, it'll show you like a member, like which member are you, something. And I really wanted Johnny, but I kept not getting Johnny or whatever. And so I was using an English accent, because sometimes I do that. Sometimes it's English, sometimes it's Australian, it's whatever just comes out of my mouth. And I was using a British accent, and I was talking, and I got Do-young, but I was like, all right, whatever. I didn't get Johnny. I think I did get Johnny eventually, but anyway, I was talking in an English accent. That's the point. Like I said, I never use my voice on my Instagram story.
Literally going to keep going until I pull Johnny.
So the fact that I did it this one time, and the next day Mark and Johnny went live, and they went to London, and they were speaking in English accents, that I didn't think about it when I was watching the live until after the live was over, and I was like, wait a minute, that is so, like, I'm gonna throw in another one as a bonus, just because this video is getting long already. Johnny posted in Bubble a picture of himself jumping. And so Johnny is a photographer. We all know that. If you're a JFam, if you're in Sus City, if you're a supporter, if you're in the society, Johnny is a photographer. So I tweeted, I was like, Johnny, like, can you like drop the rest of the pictures, please? Don't be shy. Drop the rest of the pictures. And I know that actually like could have been a coincidence, but the fact that I said it, and then the next day on his Instagram, he drops 5 more pictures from that exact same day that he posted the jump picture in Bubble. It's just weird, okay? Like I have these strong urges about something, And I've learned that if I don't say something, then people don't believe me, which is basically why I'm making the video. I made the TikToks. I tweet whenever I feel something. Sometimes it doesn't even happen. Sometimes it's just me wanting something. But majority of the time, especially because it's been happening a lot lately, because I've been really, really, really focused on Johnny and Do-young, it just happened. I'm manifesting it, I guess you could say, in a sort. It's weird. And I also have a lot of like childhood psychic predictions and stuff like that. So if you want to know more about that, I can make a part 2. Just let me know. But basically, like sometimes I'll just have like, I'll think about a food and then my roommate will be like, man, I really want this specific food. I'm like, dude, I was literally just thinking about that food. That's so crazy. And I know like friends do that all the time, but this is different. It's so weird, and just stuff has happened. It's so crazy to me. But anyway, this video is like getting really long. So like I said, if you want a part 2, please comment down below and I will give you more insight. I will try to put the tweets here of the tweets that I tweeted, and you can also see them online, so it's not like I edited them or anything like that. You can see them on Twitter. You can see me tweeting everything, this, that, and that, blah, 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 blah. But it's really been spooking me, because this stuff, like, I don't even think it's coincidences anymore. I think it's literally just me mentally, like, I have some type of psychic ability. I've always thought that to myself, that I had some type of psychic ability, and it's crazy. Apple juice. So that's basically all I have for you guys today. I've said it 50,000 times. Let me know if you want a part 2, if you want more stories of more K-pop examples that I've had, or if you want just like personal things, personal psychic stories that I've experienced, including like stuff that's like not even really psychic, like stuff that shouldn't be happening and other things like that. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, and love yourself, and eat healthy, and support the Black Lives Matter movement. Thank you. Annyeong!